Don Coleman is the ultimate AC/DC fan. He has the memorabilia, plays in an AC/DC cover band. Still, this super fan says he's an all-round music lover.
The thing I find ironic about myself is I could be at a club or a venue of sorts performing AC/DC, screaming like Brian Johnson, but I might be driving home listening to Ravi Shankar or Lorena McKenna.
Coleman's seen more than 400 concerts. He's impressed the region is offering so many choices this summer. One sure moneymaker will be AC/DC. The city says it's on target to attract 60,000 concertgoers. Don Coleman will definitely be there. Sonia Varma, CBC News, Hillsborough.
Okay, how do I come back with a straight face after that? No one is more excited about the AC/DC coming to town than Don Coleman, who you just saw. And we will speak to the super fan. You've got to see how he's preparing to see his favorite band. This is great. That's in our Newsmaker interview after our first break. Okay, let's go back to one of our earlier stories. Fans have their tickets to their favorite concerts this summer, but promoters are hoping to sell many, many more before bands take the stage. Few fans are more eager than that fella right there who filmed his own rock video in homage to AC/DC. Well, not everyone is as exuberant as this fella. Concert excitement clearly is growing. Our Newsmaker interview tonight, we go to Hillsborough, and I'm going to go out on a limb here and say we have reached the top AC/DC fan in all of New Brunswick. Don Coleman joins us tonight. And Don, do you think anybody will challenge that title?
If they do, bring them on, because I'm up for a challenge.
Okay. Look, you've been an AC/DC fan going back a lot of years. This must be a thrill to know your favorite band's coming.
It's fantastic. I'm all prepared for the show. I've got my ticket, and I can't wait to set foot on Magnetic Hill for what just may very well be the greatest rock and roll extravaganza that New Brunswick has ever witnessed and may ever witness. It's going to be a great show.
All right, well, that's heavy praise. I mean, we saw the Eagles last year and the Rolling Stones a couple of years before, Bon Jovi next week. So, yeah, we'll find out if you're right. And I mentioned you're a super fan. You go beyond, you know, the posters and the T-shirts. We saw a bit of the video that you put up, and this is incredible. What, something like 46,000 views on YouTube. It's on the AC/DC website. Are you surprised by the reaction?
I am a little bit surprised by the reaction, but I'm enjoying every minute of it, and I think it's really great to put the Hillsborough Railroad Museum on the map along with the whole kit and caboodle, and I'm just enamored with the whole situation, and it's amazing what happens in rock and roll. And
you had some friends help you out, as we saw in the video.
That's correct, yes.
Yeah.
Some people came down to be a part of the action, and I praise them for that, because without them being there, it just wouldn't have been the same. It's always a team effort in this life.
Looking at AC/DC now compared to when I remember them 20 years ago, 20 plus years ago, they seem to be an even bigger draw now than they were back then. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think the unique thing about AC/DC is that they may be the only rock and roll band in history that has replaced their original singer, because Bon Scott passed away, with another singer who was able to capture the hearts of the fans as well. Although they're very unique from each other, vocally they're very different, as frontmen they're very different, but AC/DC fans embraced the arrival of Brian Johnson during the Back in Black era, and I think that the fact that they have two great legacies in their history has helped the band grow their brand. You know, and I believe that the AC/DC brand is as strong as some brands like Harley Davidson and Coca-Cola.
Well, we've certainly seen, I mean, their last album was, what, for sale only at Walmart, and they're a hit with the young generation now because of Guitar Hero and these other things. So they've really managed to increase their fan base. We've only got a little bit of time left, but you wrote an ode to the original band member, and it's gotten some interest, eh?
Yes, I did. The song's called Women, Whiskey, and Rock and Roll, and it's celebrating the life and spirit of Bon Scott, and I'm very happy to be able to tell you that this song has aired on broadcast radio in 26 countries around the world, and it's also recognized on AC/DC's official website. And I thought there was no better way to pay tribute to Bon Scott than to write a song about a songwriter.
Don Coleman, we'll see you up in the front row, no doubt, the night of the AC/DC show in Moncton. We appreciate your time tonight.
Thank you very much for having me. It's been a pleasure.